check. Check.
Freshman number 4, Morgan Cox. Freshman number 6, Bobby Lou Holmgren. Sophomore number 9, Rebecca Percoco. Freshman number 10, Sydney Diesel. Freshman number 11, Kathleen Bailey. Sophomore number 12, Julia O'Sullivan. Freshman number 15, Brianna Schaefer. Freshman number 24, Lindsay Musco. And freshman number 25, Eliana Rivera. And now, here is the starting lineup for the Bears of Bridgewater State University. Leading off, playing catcher, senior number 5, Jill Welch. Batting second, the shortstop, junior number 19, Jocelyn Betancourt. Batting third, the third baseman, freshman number 22, Tara McCann. Batting fourth, the center fielder, junior number 23, Jess Latati. Batting fifth, the designated player, freshman number 17, Jenny Galabati. Batting sixth, the right fielder, freshman number 13, Sam Lopalato. Batting seventh, the left fielder, sophomore number 1, Carissa Pagan. Batting eighth, the first baseman, freshman number 2, Kelly McCarthy. Batting ninth, the second baseman, freshman number 21, Courtney Levy. And the starting pitcher for the Bears of Bridgewater State University, senior number 7, Amber White. The head coach of the Bears of Bridgewater State University is Chrissy Semler. The home plate umpire this morning is Michael Roberts, and on the bases is Barry Rhodes. Ladies and gentlemen, the NCAA, the Mascac, and Bridgewater State University promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, and other intimidating actions directed at officials, student umpires, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, consumption and possession of alcoholic beverages is prohibited. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps, directing your attention to the American flag above the scoreboard in left field as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to Alumni Park on the campus of Bridgewater State University for the Mascac Softball Championship game. I'm Mike Eamon alongside with Billy Glenn here for the Bear Sports Network. This tournament, double elimination, Bridgewater yet to lose, so if the Bears win this, they will be Mascac champions. Framingham State will need to win this and the following game if they win the first one to be Mascac champions. Bill, we saw a lot of great softball yesterday here at Alumni Park for the tournament, but I really think the two best teams here on the championship game.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think Bridgewater State coming into this one is the number one seed, and I think they are the best team, the favorite to win this one. That's why when you play good softball, you get rewarded. Now they're in the driver's seat because Framingham State has to beat them twice. So it should be a good matchup, though. Framingham State played really well yesterday.
Yesterday, Framingham State playing two games, won the first one against MCLA 2-0. A nice job by Alex Ferry in that one. And then they played in the losers bracket finals against Worcester State. Framingham won that one 8-2. Framingham 13 hits in that one. And then Bridgewater played in the winners bracket final against Worcester State. They won 6-0 on 11 hits. Another stellar performance from Amber White yesterday in that game. She's 21-3 now. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned runs, 4 Ks. So we'll go back to the Framingham State-Worcester game. Andrea Smith got the win. She's 6-12, 7 innings, 8 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 strikeouts on 90 pitches. A huge day for Alyssa Bajan. 4 for 4, 2 runs, and then Jess Anthony, 3 for 4, 4 RBIs. Going to need the same type of production from the top of their lineup, including Rookie of the Year, Tiffany Marsh, and shortstop Shelby Phillips.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a great team right here. They didn't come in with the highest seed. They had to knock a couple of teams off, including, like you said, MCLA. They had a great game yesterday, but something that I'm actually interested in seeing is yesterday, both games they played, they scored multiple runs in the first inning and it ended up being huge for them in both games. So I want to see how they get off to, what kind of start they get off to in this game, and if Bridgewater can shut them down in the first, that could be huge for the rest of the game.
In that winners bracket final, Bridgewater's had a big game by Jocelyn Betancourt, 3 for 3, 2 ribbies, and then Kelly McCarthy, she was also 3 for 3, an RBI, and she had a home run in that one. So a lot of production from the Bridgewater offense, but I also got to give a lot of credit to the Bridgewater State defense yesterday. As Worcester State, they were putting the ball and playing against Amber White, just a stellar defensive day. Going to need that again today. And the first pitch from Amber White is a strike to the Mascac Rookie of the Year, Tiffany Marsh, batting .442 on the season.
Yeah, she had herself a great regular season, and she had herself a great day yesterday at the plate, but especially defensively made a lot of nice plays for the Rams.
That one's in there for ball one, 1-1. We are underway in the Mascac Championship game from Alumni Park. A windy, breezy Sunday afternoon/morning here at the 11 a.m. start time.
Yeah, you know, the sun's peeking out, but a little chilly. Hopefully it'll warm up for them.
The 1-1 Marsh pops it up, and camping under it right there is the second baseman, Courtney Letty, for the first out of the inning. Stepping up here for the Rams, Alyssa Bajan, the right fielder, had an excellent day yesterday. Like I said, she was 4 for 4, 2 runs scored in the game against Worcester State. She has that very, unorthodox swing as the lefties have, running out of the box with that, running swing, and it was very effective for her yesterday.
Yeah, she snuck a couple right past the second baseman. Can't get it by this time, though, Mike.
That one right back at Amber White for the second out of the inning. Amber White looking to make quick work here in the top of the first. Stepping up to the dish now, the shortstop, Shelby Phillips. Phillips batting .351 on the season, second in the team in batting average. Fouls this one off for strike one.
Framingham State being aggressive. I think all three batters swung at the first pitch. Good hack there. It looked like she was ahead of that one. Amber White got some speed on it, but
the 0-1 swung on and missed for strike two. White ahead in the count. The Rams batting .291 as a team. Scored 238 runs this season as Phillips fouls that one back. The Rams 21-19 overall, 8-6 in the conference. They're 5-6 on a neutral site, 9-12 away, and they were 7-1 at home this year. Phillips putting together a nice at-bat in here. Still down 0-2, though.
Yeah, got to give her a lot of credit. She's fouling these pitches off. They're right at about the top of the strike zone. Too close to take with two strikes, so taking her cuts up there, doesn't want to get cheated.
The 0-2, high for ball one.
That's a great job there laying off that one. She's been seeing a couple of high pitches, but they look like they might have been strikes. That one a little too high. Doesn't take the bait.
The 1-2. Line here at the shortstop, bobbles it by Betancourt. She's going to be safe.
That's a tough play in the hole there. Would have been a really nice play if she could have pulled it off. Betancourt out there is short.
A tough play as Betancourt had to go to her right there, bobbled it for a second. It was closer than I thought,
yeah.
But dropping it anyway was Kelly McCarthy. So Phillips safe at first, two down here. And this one popped out by Helen Falzone. It is caught by Sam Lopalato for the third out of the inning. We're heading into the bottom of the first. You're watching the Mascac Championship game here on the Bears Sports Network.
What makes D3 special is the ability to participate in my team and within the broader community.
The perfect ending to a perfect season.
Being a D3 student athlete has completely expanded my life.
I learned how to lead. I really found a voice.
What time is it?
It's more about the experience rather than just a sport itself.
Without the experience of being a Division III student athlete, I wouldn't be the person who I am today.
NCAA Division III. Discover, develop, dedicate.
You don't have to believe in me. You don't have to believe that the words can't, won't, and failure do not exist in my vocabulary. You don't have to believe that I will make it to the Pro League, or that I will travel the world, but never forget where I came from. You don't have to believe that I will succeed, but I do.
Welcome back to Alumni Park for the bottom of the first inning. Leading off for Bridgewater State is the catcher Jill Welsh. On the hill for Framingham State, Andrea Smith. She got the win yesterday against Worcester State in the losers bracket final. The line was 7 innings, 8 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 strikeouts on 90 pitches for Andrea Smith. She got into a little trouble early on in that one, but she settled right down. As Welch squaring around to bunt. This one right back at Smith. A strong throw for the out.
It's a nice play there defensively. A good bunt there from the leadoff hitter. A lot of speed from the top, but a great play defensively.
Stepping up to the dish now is the shortstop, Jocelyn Betancourt. Betancourt was 3 for 3 yesterday in the winners bracket final with 2 RBIs. She squares around to bunt as well. Bridgewater State batting .289 as a team with .372 slugging percentage, .349 on base percentage. Betancourt line just went at Phillips, but just over her glove. And Betancourt gets on with 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, you know what? Tough play there for Phillips. I'm going to give that one a hit in the book right up the middle, as she was playing really in that sort of slap hit. Can get by the infielder if they cheat in too much.
Here's Tara McCann, the Bears' third baseman, in the 3-hole today. Oh, 1 count. The pitch. That one's over for strike 2.
It's a nice pitch there out in the outside corner. McCann didn't really want to swing at that one. Took it, thought it might be outside, but right on the black. Nice pitch.
0-2 count here for Tara McCann. 1 down on the bottom of the first. This one's outside for ball 1.
That's a good waste pitch right there, too. Being up 0-2, rather, if you're the pitcher. Don't want to give him anything too good.
Andrea Smith, the senior, started 15 games this year, 6-12 overall, 107 innings. And that's called strike 3 to Tara McCann, 2 down. 47 earned runs in the season by Smith. She's got 60 strikeouts, make that 61, and a 3.06 earned run average. Jessica Dowdy fouls this one off, and the first baseman, Emily Cateau, she's going to camp under that one for the 3rd out of the inning. So after 1, we have no score headed to the top of the 2nd inning here on the Bears Sports Network.
I got something that makes me want to shout.
A jump start without the jitters.
I got it. Watch me. I don't miss nothing.
The proven push. Stamina in a bottle, the original Gatorade. And thirst-quenching protein that helps restore your body while cooling you down. Prime, perform, recover. The G-Series from Gatorade.
Yours are the shoulders that others depend on. To be there. To never let them down. And to get the job done. So when there's a lot riding on your shoulders, there's a lot riding on ours.
Welcome to Fairfield Inn and Suites.
Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott. Let's get it done.
We start off the top of the 2nd inning as the pitcher, Andrea Smith, leads it off for Framingham State. Very, very windy right now at Alumni Park.
Yeah, it's picking up, Mike. Sort of, it's blowing outward, too. Something worth noting. A fly ball gets into that wind. You never know what can happen.
The 0-1 from White. Fouled off. Ahead of the count 0-2 is Amber White. The Rams have won 5 out of their last 6 games, so they're hot right now. Definitely that kind of team that can pull off an upset.
That's a nice pitch there. 0-2. Just mentioned it last inning. Don't want to give him anything too good, but also she stuck with the fastball because she was a little late on those first 2.
That one's outside for ball 2. A 2-2 count for Andrea Smith.
And I like continuing with the fastball again. I don't think she can catch up to it if she can get one in the zone.
That one's low for ball 3. A full count now. Oh, and a swing and a miss for strike 3 on the full count for the 1st out of the inning.
Well, she finally got that 3rd one in the zone. She couldn't catch up to the fastball to hold it bat. I really like the way that sequence was pitched. I don't know if the catcher's calling those or she's getting it from the dugout, but smart pitching right there from the Bears.
Here's a designated player, Jess Anthony. Anthony had a nice day against Worcester State in the losers bracket final. She was 3 for 4 with 4 ribbies. The 1-0. Fouled off to the left. This one's high for ball 2. It's 2-1 from Amber White. That one's in there for a called strike. Fouls that one off her foot. Jess Anthony. Ball three close. White wanted that one.
That was pretty close. Well, I think the reason why she wanted it was 2 pitches ago. She got that same pitch for strike 2. Goes back to it there and gets called a ball.
The full count. Jess Anthony. This one's back. Way out. Gone. Jess Anthony. And just like you said, Bill, the wind took that one, but I can't take anything away from Anthony. And she smoked that one to the left center gap for a home run. And the Rams score first here on the top of the second. Wow, Jess Anthony fired up.
I got to give her credit for that one. She drove that one.
Smoked that thing, and the wind just took it off. I think it was a bomb. And that's gonna get this Rams squad fired up with the morale right now.
Hey, they scored first again. They didn't score in the first inning like they have been, but they scored first again.
And that's off the Mascac's best, Amber White, in first place in every imagined pitching category you can imagine. But Jess Anthony, red hot, 3 for 4 yesterday, and now she's 1 for 1 with a dinger.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Amber White comes back after this. If she settles down or if she lets it get to her.
This one is over to first baseman McCarthy's head, and she's going to be in there. It's Danielle Beliveau. A 1-0 here, 1 down in the top of the second inning. If you're just joining us, Jess Anthony just went deep off of Amber White. Well, here's Courtney Cashy, the left fielder. As Beliveau just singled over McCarthy's head. Pitch from White, fouled off. Strike 2. That is exactly what the Rams needed. That was a strike first, and they did it in an exciting fashion.
Yep.
This one over Betancourt's head, but a nice play. They're going to double her off, and a double play. What a play with a left fielder, Carissa Pagan, and a strong throw to Kelly McCarthy to double off Beliveau. But the Rams do strike first. They get one with a home run. As we head to the bottom of the second inning, stay tuned. You're watching the Bears Sports Network.
What makes D3 special is the ability to participate in my team and within the broader community.
The perfect ending to a perfect season.
Being a D3 student athlete has completely expanded my life.
I learned how to lead. I really found a voice.
What time is it?
It's more about the experience rather than just a sport itself.
Without the experience of being a Division III student athlete, I wouldn't be the person who I am today.
NCAA Division III. Discover, develop, dedicate.
I got something that makes me want to shout.
A jump start without the jitters.
I got it. Watch me. I don't miss nothing.
The proven push, stamina in a bottle, the original Gatorade. And thirst-quenching protein to help restore your body while cooling you down. Prime, perform, recover. The G Series from Gatorade.
Welcome back, 1-0 in the top of the second inning. As Jess Anthony with a solo shot to left center to put the Rams on top 1-0 in that top of the second inning. Here's Jess Ladowdy. Jenny Galavati up to bat right now. Swung on and missed for strike 1, 2-1. The 2-1 from Smith. swung on into the left center gap. The one's going to be on the warning track. Rounding first is going to be a stand-up double for Jess Galavati, just what the Bears needed here in the bottom of the second.
That is a beautiful stroke right there from Galavati. Took that 2-1 pitch right in her wheelhouse and just drove it. Not quite as high as the home run ball last inning. Didn't have enough to get out of here, but a beautiful stroke into the gap.
Stepping up to the dish now, Sam Lopalato, the right fielder. Galavati standing on second with nobody out.
We have a pinch runner here, Mike. Brianna Schaefer.
Brianna Schaefer, the freshman out of Plainville, Mass, now on second. Fouling this one off to the right is Lopalato.
And I'm assuming that Galavati's still going to stay in the game. They have a unique rule in softball where you can just kind of pinch run whenever you want. So maybe you just want a little more speed on the base pass.
Yeah.
Also, very nice of the umpire to come over here and tell us that.
I really appreciate it.
I haven't gotten that. You know, that's how you know you're moving up, when the umpire comes and tells you what's going on.
We're doing big things over here right now on the Bears Sports Network. The 1-1, she squares the bunt but fouls it back. Good idea, the Bears trying to manufacture some runs with the pinch runner on. The 1-2. Low for ball 2, 2-2. This one lined up the middle by Marsh, coming around to score, the pinch runner. He's going to slide in for the first run of the day. Lopalato coming to second, and she's tagged out by Phillips. So a bases running blunder there by Lopalato, but scoring for Bridgewater State. Galavati hit the double, and then you have the pinch runner, which was Brianna Schaefer. She came around to score. A nice piece of hitting by Lopalato. Got a little bit greedy there. She tried to take second, and a strong throw from Marissa Flynn to throw her out. So one down now in the bottom of the second inning. This one's knotted up at 1. We're gonna have a good one here today, Bill.
Yeah, this is turning into quite a duel here early on. Looks like it's going to have the makings of a tight finish here.
This one by the shortstop Phillips. Carissa Pagan gets on with a base hit.
Looks like the Bears are kind of finding their stroke a little bit. That's 3 straight hits, despite the out on the advance. But the last 3 hitters all have gotten hits, and it kind of seems like Framingham got the home run. They were all fired up, but you got to remember, Mike, that's only 1 run. I mean, the Bears aren't really worried about that. They know they can hit the ball. 1 run's not going to kill them, so they came back, already erased that deficit, and now they're looking to take their first lead of the game.
Speaking of a home run, Kelly McCarthy hit a home run of her own yesterday. See if she can do the same today. The 1-0 is in there for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Carissa Pagan at first. That one's high.
Not a bad idea with that off-speed pitch. I kind of like that. Just couldn't get it to settle enough into the zone.
The 3-0. Taking all the way is McCarthy. That's in there for a strike. Hitters count 3-1.
Yeah, that pitch was a little low. That's one of those ones I think you get if it's 3 balls. If it's 2 strikes on you, you probably get called a ball, but kind of a courtesy there from the umpire.
2 strikes. Nice job by Smith to battle back. A full count now.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that one. That was a great pitch. McCarthy It wasn't hers. 3-1. If it's perfect, you swing. If not, you don't. She didn't like it.
The 3-2's in there. McCarthy takes a walk. Bridgewater, third in the conference in taking walks. And stepping up now is the second baseman, Courtney Letty. Letty, the freshman out of Saugus, Mass. Played high school ball at Arlington Catholic. The 1-0. Fouled back. Flynn takes chase, but out of reach. One count here, one down, 2 ducks in the pond. That one high for ball 2. BSU 28-12 overall, 13-1 in the conference. They're 12-2 here at Alumni Park. The Bears' last loss came on April 28th at MCLA. They lost that one 3-0.
That was the only conference loss, right?
Yeah. Letty grounds this one to Phillips. She can't get it, and the bases will be loaded. She throws it away. Tough throwing error for Framingham, and that one's out of play, and then coming around is now Kelly McCarthy.
Gonna cost them 2 runs.
2 runs. That is tough in a championship game. They throw that one away, and it cost the Rams 2 runs. And that's why they say make sure you don't throw the ball around, because stuff like that can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. That's textbook right there on why you don't throw that ball around. Runner on third there took 1 step around, but clearly wasn't in any sort of trouble. Could have gotten back. I think Phillips got in her own head a little bit, tried to rush it after making the initial error, tried to make up for it. It really just made things a little worse, and now has cost the team 2 runs here. So the Bears definitely cooking here in the second inning. They only got 1 out still, another runner in scoring position, and the top of the order is coming up.
There's Jill Welsh, the leadoff hitter. Oh, 2 count. Round into foul zone. Can't get the lead runner, and she can't get Welch either. 4-1 Bridgewater State. Bridgewater State just putting their bat on the ball, and when you do that, good things will happen.
Now batting the shortstop, number 19, Jocelyn Betancourt.
So here's Jocelyn Betancourt. Pass ball from Smith. Welch will take second. Still 1 out in this inning.
Yeah, this is huge for the Bears here. This is exactly what they needed.
The 1-0. In there for a called strike. The 1-1 from Smith. That's in there for a strike 2. Welch stealing third. Head first slide, and she's in there.
Love the aggressiveness there. I love that. Whole infield is in. You get the third baseman way in front of that third base bag. Has to run back to cover the base. You got speedy leadoff. I love that decision.
Ball 2, 2-2 now. 1 out. Jill Welsh on third. Jocelyn Betancourt at the dish. Strong wind still here at Alumni. The 2-2. All 3. This game originally supposed to start at noontime. They pushed it up an hour due to the threat of rain later on in the day. Ball 4. Betancourt takes a walk. Welch is going to steal first, and they're going to throw out Betancourt. I look down for 1 second at my score sheet, and I see Welch coming around to score.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Mike. She couldn't have been more safe at first base. I'll say this. That's a terrible call, and it's not his fault. He missed it. He couldn't see, but that is 100% the wrong call. She was 100% safe. We had a great angle from right here.
Perfect view from where we are,
and he missed it. To be quite honest, and it's a shame because she shouldn't have been out for that. But the run did come across. Interesting strategy. I love how aggressive that the Bears were there. That's an old Little League trick, to be honest.
Come
Take
around,
the walk and you just keep going.
Round first, nobody's paying attention to Welch on third, and she takes home easily.
And it got the job done, but it shouldn't have even hurt them because she was safe. But they get the run. It's a 4-run lead now.
So popping this one up high to the center fielder for the third out of the inning. Camping under that was Danielle Beliveau, and popping up for Bridgewater State, Tara McCann. But Bridgewater State gets 5 in the bottom of the third. We'll see if the Rams can come back here in the top of the fourth inning. 5-1. Bridgewater State leads it in the Mascac championship game here on the Bears Sports Network.
What makes D3 special is the ability to participate in my team and within the broader community.
The perfect ending to a perfect season.
Being a D3 student athlete has completely expanded my life.
I learned how to lead. I really found a voice.
What time is it?
It's more about the experience rather than just a sport itself.
Without the experience of being a Division III student athlete, I wouldn't be the person who I am today.
NCAA Division III. Discover, develop, dedicate.
Welcome back to the top of the third inning here from Alumni Park. Marissa Flynn leading off for Framingham State. Galavati re-enters after the pinch runner. She's back as a designated player. Marissa Flynn, the catcher. A 1-1 count here for her. 1-1 fouled for strike 2. A lot happening in the second inning for both teams. 1-2 ball. As Jess Anthony with the home run in the top of the second, and the Bears picking up 5 in the bottom. This one at the second baseman. That's at Courtney Letty. She makes the first out of the inning.
Now batting the second baseman, number 20, Tiffany Marsh.
For the Mascac Rookie of the Year, Tiffany March is up to the plate. Tiffany March is 0 for 1 on the afternoon. This one hit at the shortstop, Betancourt. Strong throw across the diamond to get her for the second out of the inning.
I mean, that's what you want. 2 up, 2 down after a big inning. Offensively, you want to come down and shut down the opponent right after that, keep that momentum with you. That's exactly what Bridgewater's doing here. Great job.
There's Begin. Tough play here for Welch. She's going to be safe at first. So Begin continues to get on base in this Mascac tournament. She's on now with 1 out, and Shelby Phillips up.
That's a swinging bunt, but executed to perfection there, and she's so fast on the base path, not going to get her.
Phillips 1 for 1 on the day. Pops this one high out into left field. Oh, and she can't make the play. That's Carissa Pagan out in left. "41 pitches so far for Amber White. Oh, 1 count to Shelby Phillips. That one's high for ball 1. This one popped up high. Caught by Ladowdy for the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs on 1 hit for Framingham State. Bridgewater State leads it 5-1 as we head into the bottom of the 3rd. You're watching the Bears Sports Network.
You don't have to believe in me. You don't have to believe that the words can't, won't, and failure do not exist in my vocabulary. You don't have to believe that I will make it to the Pro League, or that I will travel the world, but never forget where I came from. You don't have to believe that I will succeed, but I do.
Welcome back to Alumni Park for the bottom of the 3rd inning. 5-1 Bridgewater State lead. It's the Mascac championship game. If the Bears win this, they'll be Mascac champions, but if Framingham can pull off an upset early, they'll play another one right after this, a half hour after exactly.
Number 5, Alex Ferry.
Thank you.
Now playing first base for Framingham State University, number 9, Andrea Smith.
So now Alex Ferry in to pitch for Framingham State as they pull Andrea Smith, so she now goes to first. So now sitting is Emily Cateau. She's out of the game now. Alex Ferry once again on to pitch for Framingham State. She pitched that early game yesterday against MCLA. Gave up no runs in that one. And there is a base hit, and scoring is Jessla Dowdy. And Jenny Galavati continues the solid day as that single ends up turning into 2 bases for her and an RBI to make it now 6-1. So Sam Lopalato steps in for Bridgewater State. This one is at Smith for the out, the first out of the inning. Carissa Pagan steps up to the dish now. She's 1 for 1.
The left fielder, number 1, Carissa Pagan.
Pagan trying to lay a bunt down, but fouls it off for a strike 1. 1-1, 1 down at the bottom of the third. The 1-1 from Ferry. It's in there for a called strike. The 1-2 fouled back by Pagan.
Great job there, just fighting off that pitch. Wasn't the one she wanted, but with 2 strikes, you got to be protective up there.
The 1-2 high for ball 2. Full count now for Carissa Pagan. The full count right into the glove of Tiffany Marsh for the second out of the inning. And now coming up to bat is Kelly McCarthy.
Tell you what, heads up play there by Galavati on second base to not over pursue there and get caught in a double play situation. She got back, recognized that one was probably going to be caught. Tough to read those sometimes.
Sun's starting to shine brighter than it has all game right now. McCarthy fouls this one out to the right, and a beautiful catch made by Alyssa Begin. Sliding to make the catch for the third out of the inning, but the Bears get 1 in the top of the third. We head to the 4th inning, 6-1, Bridgewater State with the lead on the Bears Sports Network.
What makes D3 special is the ability to participate in my team and within the broader community.
The perfect ending to a perfect season.
Being a D3 student athlete has completely expanded my life.
I learned how to lead. I really found a voice.
What time is it?
It's more about the experience rather than just a sport itself.
Without the experience of being a Division III student athlete, I wouldn't be the person who I am today.
NCAA Division III. Discover, develop, dedicate.
You don't have to believe in me. You don't have to believe that the words can't, won't, and failure do not exist in my vocabulary. You don't have to believe that I will make it to the Pro League, or that I will travel the world, but never forget where I came from. You don't have to believe that I will succeed, but I do.
Welcome back to Alumni Park here on the campus of Bridgewater State University. Moving on to the top of the 4th inning, 6-1 Bridgewater State leads into the Mascac championship game. Helen Falzone leads it off for the Rams. Fouls this one, but it'll roll into foul ground.
Yeah, smart play, let that one go foul. Obviously no chance to get her at first. Ball had some spin on it, so pick it up foul and do it all over again.
This wind is absolutely howling here right now.
Hey, we can feel it in our little booth here.
Maybe we'll have our camera guy Connor turn it towards us after this inning so you guys can take a look at what we're looking at. Falzone fouls it off for strike 2.
come back with a fastball here. If I'm Amber White, she's been late on the first two.
The 0-2 is in there for the backwards K. So White gets the first out of the inning. Stepping up to the dish now, Andrea Smith, now the first baseman.
The first baseman, number 9, Andrea Smith.
Strike one to Smith. Owen's in there for strike two. Smith went around.
Smith hasn't looked comfortable in either at bat. She struck out her first time, down 0-2 here.
One-two count. That one's low for ball two. Two-two. Swung on and missed. White starting to settle down. He gets a second out of the inning on a strikeout.
Yeah, second K for Smith. Like I said, she doesn't look comfortable at the plate today, really. Maybe something about White. She can't figure her out, but...
Here's Jess Anthony. She homered her last at-bat. She smoked it.
That seems like a different game now after what we've seen from Bridgewater since then, but she got a great piece of that ball, looking to spark something here for the Rams again.
The 1-0. Hits this one right at Courtney Letty for the third out of the inning. We're going to keep it locked here on BSN in between innings right now, as our camera guy Connor will give the camera a quick turn for us right now. As you guys will see, we got a little makeshift booth here. If you can see us, hold on.
Oh, I don't mean to get in the way here.
Too far, Connor. Here we are, down. We're here. Here we are. Now you can see us. Welcome here. We call this the Donkey here at Bridgewater State. Pulled it up right next to the field. We got a nice little setup for the Mascac championship game. We don't usually do the games because we don't get internet out here.
Yep.
Finally, Bridgewater State was able to hook us up with a hot spot.
Which is great.
And here we are finally doing it, and it can't be working out any better in my mind.
We've had a great couple of days here, a great weekend of softball. Did a baseball game a little while ago. Yeah, it's been great. And this little booth here, the Donkey, has been a great spot for us to hang out. We got a great view of the field.
I think we have the best view out of anyone here.
I think we do. I think we do too, to be honest. And it's been really great, Mike.
So trust me, I don't think people want to look at our mugs for too long, so our camera guy is going to get us out of here. But we're going to start the bottom of the fourth inning as Bridgewater State still leads us 6-1. Alex Ferry on the hill now for Framingham State. And that one's going to be fouled off. This is Courtney Letty.
Yeah, Courtney Letty's at bat. That would have been 2 innings ago now, and the second was really the one that got things going, and it was all because of an error. It was an error at shortstop, and she bobbled the ground ball, then threw to third.
Letty right back up the middle. Smoked that one. She leads off the bottom of the fourth with a single.
No error that time. She earned that hit.
So here's Jill Welch. The Bears back at the top of the order. Well, I just want to have Falzone. The throw. She's out at first. A nice play by Falzone to get the out. There's Jocelyn Betancourt. She's 0 for 1 on the day. She also walked. Betancourt squaring the bunt. Ball 2 to Betancourt. Standing on second is Courtney Letty. She's 2 for 2 on the day with 2 hits over at standing on second. Betancourt strike one as she squared her on a bunt again. Strike two. Nice pitch by Ferry.
Yeah, Ferry coming in, bringing the heat a little more. She's kind of pitching similar to Amber White in that sense. As Smith before, kind of a different style pitcher. We're seeing more of the same here from both teams now.
Fouled back. Flynn makes chase, but not in time. Two count. Betancourt back at Ferry. Looks at the lead runner, but she's going to get Betancourt in time for the second out. So 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth. Tara McCann steps up. She's 0 for 2 on the day.
The third baseman, number 22, Tara McCann.
McCann pops this one back. No foul balls yet to come anywhere remotely close to us in the donkey.
Yeah, I thought we might have a scare here through this open window, this open area, but we haven't yet.
Not even one popping on the top.
Yeah, nothing.
Letty on third, 2 down. McCann smokes it into center and right over the head of Danielle Bellevue. Hits the fence. Here's McCann. She's got to go around to third. And in there, safe with a triple. Danielle Bellevue right over her head. I don't think she realized how much McCann smoked that ball.
Yeah, I was going to say. I think she, you know,
that was a rise when I got to her.
I think she thought it was one of those maybe line drives that maybe looks a little faster. No, that was a lot faster. Yeah. And that thing was smoked off the bat. And those are tough to play in the outfield. Those are really tough. Those line drives, really hard to read those.
Flynn goes back, and that one's out of play. And McCann on third, 2 down. Ladowdy up. She's 1 for 2 on the day. The 1-1 from Ferry. Fouled back for strike 2. The 1-2. In there for strike 3. A changeup from Ferry. And that's the third out of the inning. As we head into the top of the 5th. The Rams going to have to get something going quick here if they want to keep their season alive here at Alumni Park. But stay tuned as the Rams come up to bat on the Bears Sports Network.
What makes D3 special is the ability to participate in my team and within the broader community.
The perfect ending to a perfect season.
Being a D3 student athlete has completely expanded my life.
I learned how to lead. I really found a voice.
What time is it?
It's more about the experience rather than just a sport itself.
Without the experience of being a Division III student athlete, I wouldn't be the person who I am today.
NCAA Division III. Discover, develop, dedicate.
I got something that makes me want to shout.
A jump start without the jitters.
I got it. Watch me. I don't miss nothing.
The proven push, stamina in a bottle, the original Gatorade. And thirst-quenching protein to help restore your body while cooling you down. Prime, perform, recover. The G-Series from Gatorade.
The top of the 5th inning, 7-1. Bridgewater State leads it. They got another run in the bottom of the 4th. As Danielle Bellevue leads it off for Framingham. He lines this one The third baseman dropped by McCarthy. She's going to be safe. That was Karen McCann with the strong throw, but McCarthy just drops it out of the mitt.
Yeah, tough play there. Sometimes just happens to you. Obviously, it looks very routine. Great play over there at third, but it happens every once in a while in softball or baseball.
Here's Cashian.
Rams got to take advantage of that, though. Anytime they get a break like that, really got to capitalize on it when you're down 6.
The 1-1 fouled back. Cashian 0 for 1 on the day. The wind still whipping, probably the hardest gust so far today. Cashian grounds it back to White. That's the first out of the inning. So here's the catcher, Marissa Flynn, with 1 out. Danielle Beliveau on second. Billy Glenn's Max going to blow onto the field any second now.
I'm nervous, Mike. This wind
He's
is really
holding on
whipping.
to it.
It's like shaking in front of me here.
Grounded at McCarthy. She's going to tag the bag herself for the second out, but Beliveau moves on to third. So Tiffany Marsh, the leadoff hitter, back up to the plate. She's 0 for 2 today. And she's the highest batting average on the team. They're going to need her here. They need any runs they can get with Beliveau on third. A nice play there by Letty, and they get the out. So a nice job by the Bridgewater defense, not allowing Beliveau to get across the plate as they move on to the bottom of the 5th inning. 7-1 Bridgewater here on the Bears Sports Network.
What makes D3 special is the ability to participate in my team and within the broader community.
The perfect ending to a perfect season.
Being a D3 student athlete has completely expanded my life.
I learned how to lead. I really found a voice.
What time is it?
It's more about the experience rather than just a sport itself.
Without the experience of being a Division III student athlete, I wouldn't be the person who I am today.
NCAA Division III. Discover, develop, dedicate.
You don't have to believe in me. You don't have to believe that the words can't, won't, and failure do not exist in my vocabulary. You don't have to believe that I will make it to the Pro League, or that I will travel the world, but never forget where I came from. You don't have to believe that I will succeed, but I do.
7-1 is the score in the bottom of the 5th inning. You're watching the Mascac Championship game here on the Bears Sports Network. Alex Ferry on the hill for Framingham State. Jenny Galavati up to the plate now for Bridgewater. She's having a good day at the plate.
Yeah, Calavati having herself a nice day. Double and a single. Got herself an RBI. Came around to score a run.
Fouls this one back for strike one. 1-1 count.
Actually, technically, she didn't score the run. The pinch runner did, but it was her positioning.
Yep. The Rams, 4 hits on the afternoon. Excuse me, Bridgewater State, 9 hits on the afternoon. 2-1 is the count. Line just went back at Ferry off her glove, but here's Phillips, and they'll get her. A nice play to stay with it by Shelby Phillips. The Rams get the first out. The bottom of the 5th. Pilato steps up to the dish now with one down. Ferry making quick work right now.
Yeah, you know, she's understands that they need to hit, and they need to have quick innings, quick outs, so she's going right after these hitters, not really messing around.
Fouls that one off down 0-2 quick is Lil Pilato. The 0-2, the changeup by Ferry, a nice one at that, and she throws Lil Pilato out.
That was a nice off-speed pitch. I like the idea there. Got her to chase it too. I actually didn't think she was going to make contact on that, but harmless anyways. Right back to the pitcher for the easy out.
Carissa Pagan now up with 2 outs. That one's high for ball 1. Low for ball 2. 2-0 here to Pagan. The Bears have walked twice today and struck out twice. There's a strike, 2-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Ferry looking for a 1-2-3 inning right here. Two fouled. A full count now here to Pagan. The pitch. Skied into center field, and that's a can of corn for Danielle Bellevue in the 3rd out of the inning. We'll head into the top of the 6th. Rams got to get something going here as you watch the Bears Sports Network.
What makes D3 special is the ability to participate in my team and within the broader community.
The perfect ending to a perfect season.
Being a D3 student athlete has completely expanded my life.
I learned how to lead. I really found a voice.
What time is it? Let's get it done!
It's more about the experience rather than just a sport itself.
Without the experience of being a Division III student athlete, I wouldn't be the person who I am today.
NCAA Division III. Discover, develop, dedicate.
Something that makes me want to shout.
A jump start without the jitters.
I got it. Watch me. I don't miss nothing.
The proven push, stamina in a bottle, the original Gatorade, and thirst-quenching protein that helps restore your body while cooling you down. Prime, perform, recover. The G-Series from Gatorade.
Welcome back to the Bears Sports Network. Mike Eamon alongside with Billy Glenn here on the top of the 6th inning. 7-1 lead for Bridgewater. Begin flies out to McCarthy, but she doesn't hold on to it. So Begin on in the top of the 2nd. I thought she bobbled it and caught it again, but...
You know, I did too, actually. At first, she made a nice play going back on it, and, you know, popped out of the glove, and then I thought she actually made a nice bobbling catch, but unfortunately drops on her.
Here's a shortstop, Shelby Phillips. She's 1 for 2 today. Hits this one foul.
And the same thing as last inning. An error gets a base runner on, but they didn't take advantage. They really got to take advantage late in this game. Only 2 more at bats, and they need a lot of runs.
Phillips down quick, 0-2.
It almost seems, Mike, like the worst thing that happened to the Rams was the home run.
Yeah.
Since then, I believe they only have 2 hits. And since then, Bridgewater has 7 runs. So it's really took a negative turn for him.
Phillips down 0-2. The pitch. Fouls this one back. The Rams at the top of the order up right now. Alyssa Begin on first after the error by McCarthy. The 0-2. High. Begin's going to take second. One, two. Lined right at the shortstop. That's Betancourt, and she gets the first out of the inning. A nice piece, though, by Phillips.
Yeah, that's a rip right there. Unfortunate for her that right at the shortstop. Nothing you can do about that. That's softball sometimes for you.
So here's Helen Falzone. Falzone hits this one to the left. That's going to be a fair ball. That's foul by the umpire. I thought that was fair.
Wow.
Oh, I don't know how. I am telling you right now that was a fair ball.
I'm with you, Mike. It was fair. I don't know.
And you know, the warning track goes down. You can't see the line on the warning track.
Yeah, it is a little tough. But when she picked it up in left field, she was in fair territory. How is it? Is it a spin back into fair?
That's a run and extra bases for Falzone.
It's a tough break.
That one's high.
Yeah, from here, I mean, and we have a similar view to the umpire, and from here it looks very fair.
I guess I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because he is on the line, but strike 2 to Falzone.
Hopefully, for her sake, the ball doesn't lie and she gets a little redemption, but we'll see.
The 1-2. Pops this one up, and Welch makes the catch for the second out. Tough break for Falzone.
That's a tough at bat. Got a feel for her on that one. He just looks really sad.
Yeah, she does. It kind of hurt my.
It was
wow.
Yeah, I felt sad for her when she walked back into the dugout.
Wow. There's Andrea Smith. A nice cut, but swung on and missed.
Come on, 9, you gotta get on, 9, you gotta get on, 9.
Smith's 0 for 2 today. Rips this one into left. So a nice piece of hitting by Smith as she goes opposite field. And Begin at third, so runners on first and third now. 2 down, and stepping up is Jess Anthony, 1 for 2, and she hit that home run early on.
Well, a home run here would definitely make things a little more interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Cut that lead to 3. Don't want to have that on your mind, though, when you're going up to the plate. Just want to see a good pitch and try to drive it. If it goes, it goes. Well, I'm sure it's in the back of everybody's mind.
Called strike, 0-1. Pops this one up. McCann can't get there. Oh, 0-2 is the count, 2 down. Swung on and missed. So the Rams miss an opportunity with the runner on third. And we'll head into the bottom of the 6th inning. Bridgewater State with the lead, 7-1. Stay tuned. You're watching the Mascac Championship.
Yours are the shoulders that others depend on. To be there. To never let them down. And to get the job done. So when there's a lot riding on your shoulders, there's a lot riding on ours.
Welcome to Fairfield Inn and Suites.
Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott. Let's get it done.
what makes D3 special is the ability to participate in my team and within the broader community.
The perfect ending to a perfect season.
Being a D3 student athlete has completely expanded my life.
I learned how to lead. I really found a voice.
What time is it?
It's more about the experience rather than just a sport itself.
Without the experience of being a Division III student athlete, I wouldn't be the person who I am today.
NCAA Division III. Discover, develop, dedicate.
The bottom of the 6th inning, and Kelly McCarthy leads off for the Bears. Ever since they brought Alex Ferry in, she settled right down and done a nice job in relief. McCarthy lines out to Marsh for the first out. So here's Courtney Letty, second baseman.
Yeah, Letty's had an interesting day at the plate. She's been everywhere. On twice, scored twice, and back in the second inning, part of that big rally, that 5-run inning for the Bears. 2 of those runs came around on an error off her bat.
0-2 count for Letty. Letty smokes this one over Belivo's head. That one's going to hit the fence into the warning track. And Letty's in there with a stand-up double.
How about Courtney Letty? I mean, what more can you really ask for out of your 9-hitter but to be on 3 times? She's got a single and a double, scored twice. That's a great day out of your 9-hitter there. Turning the order over for the top 2. When you got the bottom of the order going, that is a good sign for any lineup.
Squaring around a bunt is Jill Welsh. She's 1 for 3 on the day. She also has 2 stolen bags and a ribby. The 1-1 in there for a ball. Letty's going to take third. Ferry covering the plate. Two to 1 is the count for Welsh. 1 down. Letty at third. A nice changeup, but Welsh stays on it and fouls it off.
Yeah, good job. Keep the hands back there. Fight it off. See another pitch. Trying to drive in this run, extend that lead.
Jocelyn Betancourt on deck. That one's high. The full count. High for a ball 4. Jocelyn Betancourt steps up. She's 0 for 2 on the day. Walked once. It was warm this morning, Bill, when I stepped out of my house. It had to drop at least 20 degrees.
I mean, it certainly feels that way.
Welsh is going to steal second, and she has her 3rd stolen bag of the day.
Yeah, not her hardest stolen base she's ever had to deal with, but trots up to second, 2 runners in scoring position now.
As the clouds start to come over Bridgewater, and we see why they moved this game to 11 a.m. as compared to noontime start. You're going to call that one a ball, but they wanted the strike out there. Ferry got to get out of this jam. Can't allow any more insurance runs for BSU. Betancourt right at Smith, but the Bears will get one.
Gets the job done. Ground ball to the right side. When you got runners in scoring position and less than 2 outs, that's really all you can ask for. Great at bat there from Betancourt. You got a big lead. You don't need to be a hero at the plate. Do a little thing like that. Sacrifice, you get yourself an RBI.
Here's Tara McCann, 1 for 3 on the day. She's got 1 ribby and a triple.
That was that one smoked to center field a couple innings ago.
This one fouled off, so she's down 0-2. 2 down to the bottom of the 6th. 8-1 BSU. Rams, they can hold Welch on to third. They're going to need 7 in the last inning. That one high from Ferry. Fouled back. The 1-2. Popped up high. Marsh camps under it for the 3rd out of the inning. They all head into the top of the 7th. The Rams need 7 runs to tie this one up and keep it going. We'll see if they can do it, so stay tuned here on the Bears Sports Network.
You don't have to believe in me. You don't have to believe that the words can't, won't, and failure do not exist in my vocabulary. You don't have to believe that I will make it to the Pro League, or that I will travel the world, but never forget where I came from. You don't have to believe that I will succeed, but I do.
What makes D3 special is the ability to participate in my team and within the broader community.
The perfect ending to a perfect season.
Being a D3 student athlete has completely expanded my life.
I learned how to lead. I really found a voice.
What time is it?
It's more about the experience rather than just a sport itself.
Without the experience of being a Division III student athlete, I wouldn't be the person who I am today.
NCAA Division III. Discover, develop, dedicate.
The Rams are down to their last 3 outs here in the top of the 7th as they trail Bridgewater 8-1, Bill.
Yeah, you know, Framingham came out, 2nd inning, got on the board first, but ever since then it's really been all Bridgewater. And another thing to think about, if you're Framingham, you got to make this great comeback here in the last inning only to force another game. It's not even like you're playing right now for the actual championship, so got to be kind of a frustrating situation for the Rams, but they're going to fight regardless. This is a great, scrappy team, so stranger things have happened, Mike.
This one lined into right field for a base hit. A good start to the top of the 7th.
Always helps to start a rally when the leadoff hitter gets on.
Danielle Beliveau with the single. Amber White so far, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts. The 1 earned run was on that homer. And she can shut it down here. Beliveau on first, lead it off. Now up to the dish, Courtney Cashian. She's 0 for 2 on the day. The 0-1 from White. Outside, ball 1. Going to be selective here if you're Framingham. This one fouled for strike 2. The 1-2 to Cashian. Fouls this one up right into the glove of Amber White for the first out of the inning. Stepping up now is Marissa Flynn, the catcher. 0 for 2 so far today. Ball 1 from White. Low for ball 2. Welch checks on the runner. She's all right.
Yeah, quick check, regardless of the situation. She wanted to throw one down there.
The wind continuing to blow. 2-0. This one's a number at McCarthy. And they get the out at first as Letty there covering first base. And the Rams are down to their last out of the season as Rookie of the Year, Tiffany Marsh, the leadoff hitter, steps up to the plate with a runner on second, 2 down.
And Marsh a good hitter, so see if she can extend the season a little longer.
Ball 1.
Also, nice play on that last one there to charge that one in by McCarthy, and also great coverage by Letty at first.
Fouls that one off. One count, 2 down here in the top of the 7th. The pitch. Marsh hits it at McCann. The throw across the diamond, and Bridgewater State is the Mascac champion for the 2nd year in a row. Congratulations to Bridgewater as they beat Framingham 8-1 as they pile on each other here right behind home plate. And they're moving on to the NCAA tournament.
I'll tell you what, Mike, they earned it. They were an absolute powerhouse this year. Not really a lot of doubt in many people's minds. It was their tournament to lose, and they did a great job, and they came out and took care of business on their home field.
The Mascac Pitcher of the Year shows exactly why. Amber White gives up 1 home run. The homer by Jess Anthony as we take a look at her full line. 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts. Like I said, the 1 home run for Amber White as we take a line for the 2 pitchers from Framingham. Andrea Smith started. She had 2 innings of work, 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, 1 strikeout for her. Then they brought in Alex Ferry, who did very good in relief. 4 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Make sure you stay tuned right here on the Bear Sports Network for the trophy ceremony. We're not going anywhere just yet.
This is the 2nd day in a row for me, Mike. Called the women's lacrosse game yesterday. They won the Mascac Championship over on Swenson Field just behind us. Here we are today, another medal ceremony, another day, another Mascac Championship for the Bears.
I'll tell you, Bridgewater State absolutely dominant these past couple of years in this Mascac tournament. We were going over it today, trying to name all the teams that are Mascac champions.
There's quite a bit.
Men's and women's basketball, lacrosse, softball.
Men's and women's soccer.
Men's and women's soccer.
That's 6 off the top of my head right there.
There is more, but here's another one to add to it, and much, much deserving by Bridgewater State. They were the 1 seed. And to finish off the year, a record of 29-12, and just 1 loss in the Mascac Conference. So
I think that's the biggest number right there. 1 loss in the conference really shows how dominant they were.
14-1 in the Mascac. The only loss came to MCLA just the other day on the 28th of April. But I got to tip my cap to Framingham, who had to win multiple games yesterday out of the losers bracket. They did that, and they made it to the championship here today. We're just not able to pull it out.
Absolutely, yeah. They fought and they clawed to be here. They earned it, and they put up a great effort. I mean, they came out, sort of hit Bridgewater in the mouth there in the 2nd inning with a dinger. They were all fired up, but Bridgewater, just such a great team, were able to relax and respond really nicely, and that's what a championship team should do.
Framingham State, 1 run on 6 hits. They struck out 4 times, 1 looking, no stolen bases. They left 6 runners on. Bridgewater State, 8 runs on 10 hits. 2 doubles and a triple, struck out twice, both looking, and they stole 3 bags, all by Welch, the catcher. They left 4 on base.
And Mike, I know they're going to announce the MVP, but you got any predictions?
I think the MVP is going to have to be Amber White, dominant all tournament. And here again today, just a 1 home run to Jess Anthony. Other than that, complete domination like all year. What about you, Bill?
I was going to say, tough to argue with that. Probably going to have to go White myself. Just the way she's pitched for this team, really, I think you got to give it to her.
Courtney Letty with a nice day today. The 9-hitter, 3 for 3. Also, Galavati had a couple of hits today and an RBI. Everyone really chipping in on the offensive side of the ball for BSU all week.
And that's what's so great. You're getting production from your whole entire lineup. And, your 9-hitter scored 3 times. That's just a great statistic for any lineup.
See here both teams lining up.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that the captains from Framingham State University can please come up to accept your Mascac Tournament Finalist Trophy.
So Buchanan Smith will grab the runner-up trophy. Definitely a job well done by the Rams.
Yeah, like you said, Mike, they earned it. They earned a chance to be here, that's for sure.
And now, with the team captains from Bridgewater State University, please come up to accept the 2014 Mascac Conference Tournament Trophy.
And here's Amber White, Melissa Welch, and Corey McHugh, the captains, to grab the Mascac Championship Trophy. Congratulations to Bridgewater State. All the parents out there getting some pics.
Yeah, it's like a media storm out there now.
Geez, iPhones putting the camera business out of business.
From Bridgewater State University, senior number 7, Amber.
So there's your MVP.
We called it, Mike. Not really any debate about that one, I don't think.
Bill, per usual, calling it.
Nailed it.
Congrats to Amber White. What a season for her. The Mascac Pitcher of the Year, Mascac Champion, and MVP.
And now with the tournament champions from Bridgewater State University, please come up after your name is announced to accept your medals. Sophomore number 1, Carissa Pagan. Freshman number 2, Kelly McCarthy. Senior number 3, Corey McHugh. Freshman number 4, Morgan Cox. Senior number 5, Jill Welch. Freshman number 6, Bobby Lou Holmgren. number 7, Ember White. Sophomore number 9, Rebecca Percoco. Freshman number 10, Sydney Easel. Freshman number 11, Kathleen Bailey. Sophomore number 12, Shelia O'Sullivan. Freshman number 13, Samantha Lopolano. Freshman number 15, Brianna Schaefer. Freshman number 17, Jennifer Galvani. Junior number 19, Jocelyn Betancourt. Freshman number 21, Courtney Letty. Freshman number 22, Tara McCann. Junior number 23, Jessica Lugdati. Freshman number 24, Lindsay Musco. Freshman number 25, Ilana Rivera. And now it's time for the coaches. First, the assistant coaches. Shauna Ferris. Melissa Kelleher. Brianna Strucker. And the head coach for the Bears of Bridgewater State University, Chrissy Semler. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for both of our competitors here for our excellent softball tournament final game. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for all of your support of today's Mascac Softball Championship game. For all of your up-to-date Mascac sports information, please check out mascac.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed our coverage of the Mascac tournament and Bridgewater State softball this weekend, as the Bears are Mascac champions for the second year in a row as they defeat Framingham State 8-1. And that's going to do it for our broadcast, and that's going to do it forever at Bear Sports Network. For me, Billy Glenn, and Carolyn Azak. Bill, it's been a good run.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I think this is a great way to end it. Very unique. Haven't really done this in the past. But I just want to say thanks. It was a great run. I thought we had a lot of fun. And once again, congratulations to the Bears on their Mascac championship.
I also want to say thank you again to everybody at Bridgewater State in the athletic department, Glenn Gonzalez, Mike Donovan, the whole crew. Thanks for everything. Like Bill said, it's been a great ride, and we get to end it with a Mascac championship. Thank you for watching. Bill, I, and Tara, and the rest of the Bear Sports Network seniors for the past 4 years. Thank you for all of your support. We hope you enjoyed watching here on the Bear Sports Network. I'm Mike Eamon, and for Bill Glenn, I just want you to remember, every day is a great day to be a Bear. Thanks for watching, everyone.